Hello my friends, July 17th, and I'm watering my garden today. I've been watering it almost every day because the days are getting really hot. And I thought I'd give you a little update of what I got here. Well, first of all, let's start with what I have over here, which is remember I kept bitching about this apple tree that wouldn't produce anything? Well, now it's loaded with apples. The problem is that I don't know when these things ripen. I don't know if they're Granny Smith and they're ready, or they're gonna turn red to eat. I've seen some starting to blush, so I'm guessing they're gonna turn red eventually if the birds don't get to them first. But last year I pruned this tree severely. I said if it's gonna die, he's gonna die. If he's gonna make it. And guess what? He got the hint. So anyway, this peach has already passed its producing months. It puts out peaches around late May, mid-June. So is the apricot. And most of the fruit in this thing just went to waste because it had little worms in it, so I didn't eat it. Over here I got the pepper plants and tomatillo plant back there. And the more tomato plants that are almost dying. I mean, these things, the summer is just brutal. They're not producing much. I got some sweet potato in a container, the Costco containers, and I got a cactus, pear cactus, and all the okras are here. I'm letting all these big ones go to seed so that I can have seed for next year, or maybe I do what Reed suggested from the what's it called, manifestation of imagination, I think. He said that we could make some form of coffee with by letting these pods go dry, and then taking out the seeds and grinding them and putting them through a coffee filter. So I might try that. Here I got little tomatoes. I got a lot of these little tomatoes. I don't know what they are. Maybe they're a little version of Roma. They're very good. I mean, it's a very prolific plants. These plants with smaller tomatoes. If you can't grow the big tomatoes like me, I usually go for the little tomatoes, and those work out pretty well. Here's another apple tree. Let me see. Get back a little bit. And this one's starting to get a little rust blight. So I got to take care of these branches here. And some of the apples are going bad on this tree. I don't know, because some animal pecked at them or the blight's getting to them. I don't know. But anyway. Of course, here's the sweet potatoes, and I haven't planted my bed with more potatoes here, but I must be seeding more potatoes here. I already got some compost and some fertilizer. Uncle Al suggested that I reinvigorate the soil with some, just adding some material, some organic material. So that's what I'm doing before planting the new crop. In here, let's see what we have here. The tomato plant's been trellising and it only produced one tomato so far, so it's probably gonna die. The fig tree. Man, this thing is just loaded with figs. Every day I come out here and eat a bunch of them, and I cut a bunch of them. Been taking them to the office, etc. Here's another fig plant. It also has a lot of figs, but this one's younger, so it has less. This one is an older plant. Here's all the figs that I cut just today. I'm getting about a little tub of this almost every day. And it's been so hot that I was trying some of these figs earlier today, and when I was watering the plant, and they tasted a little fermented. Next thing you know, I'll be stumbling out of the garden. So I got this is the Keyhole garden here, and it's drying out very much. A lot of dry leaves are the beans, which I really never picked up or anything. I never collected the beans. I just let them go there. I mostly want them to add nitrogen to the soil. But I have a lot of tomatoes here hanging from the plants. A lot of little tomatoes that I'll be cutting, because I have a bunch of them inside the house still, and I don't want to just cut them. There's more tomatoes. Got here. So yeah, this Keyhole garden, it looks like it's dying, and it is dying. But these plants will keep on producing tomatoes for a long time. And if I can carry them over to the fall, they'll get a second wind and they'll start producing more. But the trick is getting them past August here in Texas. It is real difficult. But as you can see, most of these tomatoes are just the little cherry tomatoes which they're perfectly fine in my book, because I mostly eat them in salads, like these little bunches here. And I got these other ones, which I don't know what the hell these are. They're a little bit bigger than cherries, but they're good for salsas and stuff like that. I put them on when I'm cooking. Here's more. So they're quite good. The pear tree. The pear tree is loaded with pears. There you go. It's just this pear, and also you can see there's some little blight going on here. It's just, this is normal. A little bit like that is normal. Don't worry much about it. If it starts getting into the wood, if the blight starts drying out the wood, just snip it, cut it, and get rid of it, because it will kill your tree. Some peppers here. I don't know what this little pepper is. I forgot. Looks like it could be poblano maybe. These plants are not doing too good here. These pepper plants. They probably need to amend the soil with something. Those tomato plants there are not doing that well either. They're not dying, but they're not producing anything. So it's just too hot right now for tomatoes, I think. Cucumbers. Oh, my cucumbers are dead. I don't have cucumbers like you, Uncle Al. God damn it. I can't boast of having big cucumbers. The only one left alive is this little strand here. I'm trying to keep it alive, but that was my stupid fault, because this little pot here dries out very quickly, so I got to be on top of it. If I get careless one day, this happens, and that's it. But anyway, folks, that's here's the onions are ready to be harvested. I haven't taken them out of the ground, but they got this whole little bed here full of onions, and that's it. So that's it, folks. Until next time, I just thought I'd give you a little update before I close the day.